Alright, welcome everyone to our Fire Emblem Path of Radiance for Newcomers. Jokester1801, and let's get started. So again, this is our video series where I'm just playing through Path of Radiance and I'm explaining my moves, reading out the dialogue, just really aiming it for newcomers to the series, newcomers to Path of Radiance. So here we go with Chapter 3, Pirates Aground. Chapter 3. Back to the mercenary fort, of course. Where else would we go? You wanted to see me, father? Sit down, Ike. We haven't had a chance to speak yet. Titania told me what happened while I was gone, about the kidnappings, about my own men disobeying Titania's direct orders. I was the one who left first. I'll take responsibility for everything. No fair playing the martyr. Nobody made me go with you. I left my own free will. I'm ready to accept my punishment too. Wait, what am I saying? Boyd. Please, Commander Grail. Titania entrusted me with her orders. If anyone's to blame for this mess, it's me. I'm the one who should be punished. I set a poor example, Commander Grill. Any punishment should be mine alone. I'm pleased to see that you are willing to shield one another. However, regardless of your reasons, you disobeyed the orders of a superior officer. You are confined to quarters for 10 days. But father, they did what they did to help me and Rolf. Rules exist for a reason, Mist. Men won't survive on a battlefield if they do as they wish without so much as a by your leave. True. I understand, and accept the reprimand. That being said, we've got more work than we can handle. Your punishment is deferred until things calm down. Oscar, Boyd, Riss, you come with me. Nice. No punishments here. Shinon, Gatry, and you, Ike, you're with me. Alright, where are we going? This probably has to do with pirates, right? Yar har ho! Me belly's emptier than me first mate's head. Fetch me some grub. Nice. That's all we needed to know about that guy, is that he has a hungry stomach. That's the pirate ship in question, isn't it? Aye. They sailed into port a few days ago and have been causing trouble ever since. Thanks, grandfather. I pray that you and your companions can drive them away. I understand. We'll do all we can. Feathering sea scum is like shooting apples off a tree. Let's do the job and get out of here. Ho, Deputy Commander. You want standard thunder and lightning maneuvers here? Thunder and lightning? Yeah, I crash into him like thunder, and Shinon rains arrows down on him like lightning. Little do they know, I guess, that lightning comes first and then thunder, so very confusing. Sounds good. What should I do? Let's hold back and let Shinon and Gatry soften them up. Once they've whittled down the numbers, we'll all rush the ship and wipe out whatever's left. So they tell you that plan. That's not the plan we're going with, though. Are you all ready? Real mercenaries, move out. On my way. Here we go. Ready. So here is our first prep screen. So this prep screen lets you choose units. Green units are ones that are force deployed, to use Fire Emblem lingo. Or in other words, units that you have to bring. Red units are units you can't bring. Grayed out units are units that just aren't selected, but you could have brought. In the top we see 4 out of 4. The nice thing about this screen is that you see name, class, level. You can actually sort it if you just like press on name, class, level. So you could do like highest level to lowest, lowest level to highest. So Shinon is like Titania, where he's a promoted class already. EXP, HP, etc. And then here you can do it by strength, by the different stats. Here you can see what they have equipped in their attack, hit, void. We see our critical, chance, dodge, range, movement, con, weight, traveling, conversation. And then here's their weapon ranks, so sword, lance, axe, bow, etc. Conversations. Here's their skills. And that's pretty much it. Here you can reposition. This is one that I find really helpful, so you can just move units however you need. I actually kind of like the positioning of this one, so we'll leave it. View map is helpful because you can just kind of view the map. What I always like to do is kind of go through, see what items are going to be dropped. So for example, this guy drops a hand axe, this guy drops a culinary. I kind of just see where these people are. Another vulnerary at the base of the ship. And then the boss drops the thief band. And so we see in the top left, the clear condition is to defeat the boss. So we don't actually have to kill everybody, because once we defeat the boss, we win the map. Items, here you can trade items with people, even people that are not necessarily connected here. So we're going to trade this paladin band to Ike. So the bands are something that you don't have in your first run through, but you have it in subsequent run throughs, where they just affect growth rates slightly. So I'm also going to give Ike the Seraph Robe. We're going to let him use that on turn 1. Actually, we're going to give Ike the Archer. And then Oscar can have his Paladin band back. And then Oscar can give Boyd that Iron Axe, I guess. Shinon could have this Iron Sword. Ike could have another Culinary, just in case. Gonna make sure we equip the Archer. We're gonna trade... we don't need that. And then conditions, receive, victory, defeat boss, defeat, Ike dies. That's the main defeat condition. Now this time it's 4 versus 14, but our units are pretty strong, so it's not very unfair. And then you can save after you've done all your map prep, so that if you have to reset, you can just do that. Alright, so we're gonna have Shinon kill this guy over here. As long as he doesn't miss, right? There we go. And then Gatry can just kind of charge straight forward. Now this guy has a hand axe. Gatry has weapon triangle disadvantage against a lot of these guys. But he hit both of those, so that's pretty cool. Now let's look at Gatry, since we just saw him in combat. So Gatry is what's called a knight. They have low movement. He has 5 movement. Most everyone else has 6 or 7. Or in the case of Titania, she has 8. She has 9 actually. Ike has 6, Shinon has 7, so low movement. But what these guys are, high defense, high strength, low speed. So he has low speed, high defense, high strength. He's got Dean lances. He can almost hold his steel lance. So yeah, that's kind of Gatry. And then we'll also look at Shinon over here. Shinon is an archer. Now he's the first one we've seen, and what he does is he has 2 range. So if we look over here at his range. And so as we saw, he actually was able to attack from 2 range, and the Myrmidon could not fight back. So that's why Shinon was able to attack twice without being fought back against, because the Myrmidon just couldn't do it. So here's an archer there. So archers can attack from range, and then ideally they're kind of safe, you know. We're gonna put Ike here, and he's gonna use the Seraph Robe. Now the Seraph Robe increases his max HP by 7. And then Titania is just going to kind of get this village. We're leaving that guy alive. This town seems quite unruly, wouldn't you say? Is it always this dangerous? Oh, so it's plagued by pirates, is it? I see, that would explain why the people here seem so anxious. You appear to be a mercenary. Would I be right in supposing that you were hired to clean out the pirates? Here, perhaps you should take this. It might help you if you run into trouble contending with pirates. But do hurry. I came all this way to see the world-famous fish market, and I'll never do so with those ruffians around. Best of luck to you. So we're leaving this guy alive because I've figured that giving Ike the Seraph Robe on turn 1 is more important than attacking that guy. Hey, you, boat monkey! You tricked me, didn't you? Tricked you? What a vile and nasty thing to be saying. Don't you agree, matey? Yar, that I do. There be nothing but honest pirates aboard this ship, missy. An honest pirate, nice. Oh, man, I skipped the dialogue. So if you press B, you can skip the dialogue. So the reason I moved Ike behind Gatry there was so that he couldn't get attacked by a ton of pirates, just several. Alright, I would really love strength and speed on Ike this level. Nice! There it is. Strength, magic, and speed. Very good. Now these guys are going to attack Gatry since they can't reach Ike. Now because Gatry's a knight, he can't actually double all of these guys here. And then this guy attacks Shinon, because Shinon, for having 2 range, can't attack back. And so, this is Marcia. She is a Pegasus Knight, so she flies. She has lances, and she's a low strength, high speed unit. But the low strength is actually like fine. Yeah, we'll see her deal with these guys there. And so she's our first other. Other or green units, as they're commonly called, are units you can't control, but that are fighting in tandem with your team. Meaning they'll fight the enemies with you, but you can't control them. Alright, so now one thing we want to really do is make sure Ike doesn't die. We want to make sure we kill this archer dude. Maybe Gatry could do that, or he could weaken him and Ike could finish him. And we want to make sure Shinon's not in too much range. So Shinon has this skill called Provoke. So skills are things that your units have equipped or can equip, and they have a certain capacity, which means it limits how many skills they can equip at once. And they do various things. So this skill prevents enemies or provokes enemies into attacking Shinon over other units. Titania has counter, so it causes enemies to receive half the damage they dealt to the unit in certain instances. So those are like our first skills that we see. So we have a couple options. I think what we're going to do is we'll have Gatry weaken this archer, and then Ike can finish him off. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put Shinon over here by Gatry, so that the enemies are incentivized to attack him and not just attack Ike. And then I'm actually going to have Titania take out this guy. Or we'll just have Titania weaken him so that hopefully he attacks Ike and Ike gets the experience. This isn't the most efficient way to play this battle, but it'll work. So yeah, that guy attacked Ike. Hopefully Ike does not die, because that would be embarrassing. But yeah, so those guys are all going to attack Shinon. That was my plan, at least. Now the sad thing is that Shinon can't attack back, but the nice thing about that is that Shinon can't attack back, and so he can't kill those guys and take that experience. And so Marcia is just going to finish off these guys here, and then she'll probably use a Vulnerary to heal herself up. Now oftentimes if there's a green unit, that means someone on your team. So yeah, there she goes using the Vulnerary. That means someone on your team can talk to him. If we look at the unit, we go all the way here to Conv. We see Ike can talk with Marcia. So yeah, that's important to note. So Ike can just kill this guy in one hit, and then he doesn't face a counterattack, which is awesome. And then what we'll do is we'll trade Ike the Iron Sword, because he gets weighed down by the steel. We'll bring up Gatry up here. Maybe we'll kill this guy with Gatry. Oh, we could just severely weaken. That's great. And then what I want to do is leave Shinon in range of one of them and let Ike take out the other one, because they'll probably attack Ike over Gatry. There we go. And so the reason I wanted to leave Ike in range of only one of them is because if he got hit by both of them, he would have died, which would have been sad. Strength, speed, strength, skill, speed, defense. Nice, that was awesome. So now Ike can hold his Iron Sword. He could earlier. So now the Iron Sword has 7 weight. Ike has 8 strength. So that means he doesn't take any penalty from the Iron Sword. So he just has 10 attack speed when in combat with the Iron Sword. And he still loses 4 speed with the Steel Sword, which means he has 6 attack speed. However, he's getting to the point where now he can double people with the Steel Sword as well, which is a great point to get to. So we're gonna put Titania so we're gonna put Gatry here. We're gonna put Titania here so she can just kind of get some of that, draw some of the enemies this way. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring, so this guy has a 39 hit rate on Ike. So what, instead of having Ike attack this guy, we're gonna just bring Ike up here, so that next turn he's in better position to attack enemies that Titania is gonna bring, and then he's gonna use the Vulnerate. Because on enemy phase, what's gonna happen is, that guy's gonna attack Ike, and then Ike kills him, and then Ike's in a good position to take out these enemies. And so the hope was Ike would have dodged the 39, but we vulneraried him just in case. I was also hoping that Titania would have attracted more enemies, but she didn't, and that's okay. So now Ike's in position here to talk to Marcia. Oh crackers, there's too many of them. I don't want to die here. Brother, this might be the end. Hey, are you alright? So cold, so... Huh? Don't give up! Who are you? I'm a mercenary. The villagers hired us to get rid of these pirates. Are you gonna help me? Of course, let me and my companions take it from here. You can escape while the pirates are distracted. Oh hey, that would be fantastic. Thanks so much. I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything. It's all in a day's work. Pshaw! You're helping me out. I should show you my gratitude somehow. That's nice, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Just get yourself somewhere safe, please. Well then, I'll come talk to you about repaying my debt later. What's your name, handsome? I'm Ike. I'm with the Grail Mercenaries. Ike, got it. And I'm Marcia, the Pegasus Knight of Begnion. Don't forget me. Alright, I'll be seeing you later. And now we can use another Vulnerary to heal up Ike. So now he's closer up to full health. So this is where the boss is. One thing you can do is kind of just see. So like Titania's going to do 14 times 2 to the boss. That's a fine amount of damage. So we'll put Titania in range of the boss over here. Then we could put Gatry outside of the range of the boss, but inside the range of these other guys. And then Shinon can just kind of be here. And so this way Titania will bring the boss over and do some good damage to him. And then Gatry can weaken these guys as well. If he hits. And so now that boss is going to attack Titania. Yar har har har! You're busting me gut, you rudderless fool! Do ya truly think you can face me mighty axe and live? Yes, yes we do. So now Titania has just like very heavily damaged the boss. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to unequip Titania's weapon. So now if the boss attacks her, she can't attack back. And the reason I wanted to do that was so I could have a chance to come up and kill these bandits up here. So Shinon might critical and kill this guy. Yep, that he did. He had a really high crit chance. So Ike can actually run up and attack this guy for 16, which means he has 31 health, so if Gatry can do 15 or 12 times 2, then Ike can run up and finish the pirate off, which would be great. I like to try to give Ike some experience because in this early game, because oftentimes these guys, they don't get very much experience in the first place, and second of all, Ike can get pretty strong if you get pretty lucky with his level ups. So we're going to just leave Titania there, and so the boss is going to attack Titania, and she's not going to be able to attack back because we unequipped her weapon. And the reason the boss wanted to attack her is because he didn't have to, he didn't receive a counterattack. Alright, and so now we can just have Ike finish him off. Give back what you've stolen from the good folk here and set sail. Yar har 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 har! Now I know you're catched in the head, lassie. We show 'em our axes and say "Arr" and the golden grub, and it come raining down. We'll not be giving this up. I see. Looks like we'll have to rely on force of arms. And there we go. Yar, arr, help me. So one thing you could think about doing instead of giving Ike all the boss kills is giving them to like Titania. Ooh, speed and defense. Solid level. Because Titania will get experience from the bosses, unlike anything else. We've driven off all the pirates. Your people will suffer no more indignities at their hands. Oh, that is joyful news. Here's your pay as promised. Thank you very much, and if you find yourself in need again, do not hesitate to send word. Of course, all of you put on a most marvelous show, such combat skills. To be honest, I was expecting Commander Grill to be here today. When I saw just you, nothing more than, no offense, a band of children, well, I will admit to being a tad nervous. I apologize for troubling you. Unfortunately, Commander Grill had other pressing matters to attend to. Oh no, don't apologize, there's no need. After all, you got rid of those brigands, and you did it impeccably well. Aw, thanks. It's a fine compliment you pay, sir, but it was our pleasure. As a matter of fact, you're more than good enough to be in the Royal Army if you so desired. Especially your Commander Grill. He's far and away better than most any general I've seen hereabouts. What I mean to say is, don't you think running off pirates is a bit beneath you? That's not... Don't get me wrong now, you certainly helped all of us simple folk out. Even so, it seems to me the proper place for you and your Commander Grill is in the service of the Crimean throne. Well, that's what this old man thinks. Thank you for your unsolicited opinion. We, and Commander Grill, are quite satisfied with the work we do now. You've nary a selfish bone among you. Well then, rest assured, we'll speak again if any problems arise. Thank you again. Titania, something amiss? No, of course not. Our mission is complete, and that's all that matters. You did well today, every one of you. Pah! Jobs like this barely make a dent in my incurable boredom. It's like that old buzzard said, there's better work out there, something with a bit of a challenge. Shinon, I'm joking. J-O-K-ing. Come, Titania, be honest, don't you find the work we do to be a bit disheartening, unglamorous? What? You too, Gatry? What's gotten into you? Please, look, we're not a band of money-hungry recruits. We're professionals, and we're very good at what we do. Shinon and I have discussed this at length. All this mundane mercenary work is unworthy of us. We're wasting our talents. I see. You're telling me that you think Commander Grail is mismanaging us. Do I have that right? Whoa, hold it right there. That's not what I'm saying at all. What is it, Titania? What's what? You seem so angry. It's not like you. Exactly. I got the right of it. It's just that look, we do good work and we help people. I want you to be proud of that. I felt like you were saying work that doesn't bring fame and fortune isn't worth doing. That's all. Sorry. No, you're right. We're the ones who ought to apologize. Enough. Let's get going, shall we? Rest is part of our jobs too. We can't go into the next battle exhausted. Now that's a plan. I'm so hungry I could eat a wyvern. Titania, what is it? If you're looking for pride, I have it. You and my father have kept this mercenary group together, and I'm just proud to be a part of it. That's all. I'm surrounded by idealistic fools. What's so wrong with fame? What's wrong with having money to live well? Oh, Shinon. There's nothing wrong with having money to live well. It's just caring about that over helping people. Alright, well, there we go. Chapter 3. Done and done. Thanks for joining us on this episode, and we'll see you next time.